In this next part, we're going to be dealing with this animated box here. Now, in order to stop the animation, we can actually do this without creating a full function. So this is going to be the box animation section. So we can actually just target that particular box anim, so it's box anim underscore MC, and stop it very easily. So you may ask, well, why did we not have to create a function? Well, we actually are creating a function in a way. Stop is what's called a global function. Since we are using a object target before, it's really using a method here instead of a global function. But that is understood already because stop is something that Flash knows what to do. For the other ones, we're actually having to specify the function, so we're having to create a unique function. So that's why we're creating our own. So we're going to have to do that if we want to play and stop the function, or play and stop the box, the animation, with the buttons that are below. So that's what I'd like you to do next. So of course, what we would do is probably copy something that we already have that works, and this would have the box start. Actually, it'd probably be start box or play box, because that would make sense. And the event really should be a mouse event so that we are more specific. And then we'll have the same sort of code here, except we'll change it to play. Then we need to have the name of the button, which I know is box anim play button. This box anim play button, and add event listener will be to run the play box function. So we haven't had to change anything else, but we do need to make sure that it's stopped first and then we play it. Now we can play that animation. Now the next thing that we want to do is be able to stop the animation with another function. So we're going to have to repeat all of that code and just change play to stop. So we change it all three places. Now, as soon as we have this, you'll notice that it makes it a little bit difficult to read this group of functions. So we have a choice about how we can organize our text or our code. One way to organize our code is to put all of our functions at the top and put our event listeners underneath it. That way you can see the two functions together and then our two event listeners together. The other way to do it is to put our event listeners at the top and then our functions after them. Whichever way you want to do it, it doesn't really matter. The reason why is because functions are actually created before any of the other code. Because a function is a very special thing in Flash, it will actually run that function code before it runs anything else, which means that we can put our event listeners before the functions and everything will still work just great. Anyway, go ahead and test your movie and see how it works. Haha, we have a problem here. What is our problem? Aha! I did not change the name of this. This should be box anim stop button. Play and stop. Play and stop. So that should work. When you're done, go ahead and save your work and go on to the next one.